of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Powered by Riverside.
Good morning, Skippy. Sorry for the abrupt stop to the intro. I am, TikTok's being a little bit weird. It wants me to use a camera.
Oh, use a camera then.
Yeah, I guess.
To respond to you, good morning, Josh. How are you this morning?
I am fantastic. It's good to be back.
On time. It's good to be back in our normal
Time slot. It's nice.
Food truck time, food truck channel.
Yep. Let's see if I can get this to work in there.
Maybe we'll have our tens of listeners back.
Oh, tens of listeners would be fantastic. I'd be happy to have that. I know somebody reached out to me on my Facebook account. Wanted to know how to listen live. Jesus, who was a previous listener, I think he got all caught up now. So he wanted to be able to listen live today. So hopefully Jesus is joining us soon in the old comment section. That's probably him. We just had one pop on.
Do we know if it's Jesus or if it's Jesus?
I'm going to assume it's Jesus.
Okay. I'd never understand now.
I mean, maybe not. I mean, maybe it is Jesus.
Could be.
I shouldn't assume.
There's another one. It's Josue. And I've seen like Joshua.
It's Josue.
Is it Josue?
Josue.
Okay.
That is Spanish for Josh. That was because I took Spanish for a year, and that was my name. So Josue.
How's the bridge? How's the bridge?
It was fantastic.
Bridge is good.
They were doing some construction on our drive up, so we got to slalom through some lanes with the trailer. Made Chris pucker his butthole pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
But coming back down, because we left early enough, we left Brimley, just before 6 o'clock. So we hit the bridge 7-ish,
okay.
And there was no one on it.
No
one on it that I didn't realize we were going 65 miles an hour over it until I saw the speed limit sign on the other side of the bridge. I was like, oh, we're going too fast.
We're going too fast.
But beautiful sunrise coming across the bridge. I think that's the first time I've hit sunrise or sunset going across the bridge. It was pretty stunning.
Beautiful.
We picked up something in a tire at some point in time, either on the way down or a couple days ago. Chad, Riverside should be up. I don't know why it wouldn't be. YouTube is up. Chad, he just commented on YouTube. So if YouTube's up, Riverside should be up. So if you need the link, Chad, I can put it in the comments over there for you. Which means he probably wants to join a conversation, I'm guessing.
We love people joining conversations.
We don't mind at all.
Nope.
Hold on, just let me find it real quick for you, Chad. And I'll drop that in the comments over there.
And as you're doing that, we did receive a message, I believe, from our good friend Isaac.
Oh.
Who may have had his first event like ever. So I told him we need him on the podcast now to talk about his first event ever, and hopefully he can either join us today or join us next week.
Yep, he is experiencing the struggles that we've all experienced, especially early on. So
yes.
As bad as our little heat wave here in Michigan is, and I only say heat wave because we've been so unseasonably cool this summer.
Yeah.
It's nothing compared to what they're dealing with down in the Southwest and then where he's at in Texas. So,
yeah.
I'm not going to bitch about it being 90 today and 92 tomorrow. I will actually, but
Yeah, that's fine.
the heat index is of 110 to 120 down there. I wouldn't go get food, so. Um, all right. Chad, if that link doesn't work, let me know. I don't. Then I need to look at something else. Why something else isn't working? But as far as I know, Riverside should be working because it's working. We're everywhere. So if Riverside wouldn't be working, we wouldn't have the YouTube stream.
For all the non-Michigan people, just this is a little bit about Michigan vocabulary. The S in Illinois is silent. The S in Myers is invisible. The S in Michigan Adventures is misplaced. And the sucks in Indiana sucks or Ohio sucks is implied.
No, it says locked. Chad says it's locked.
Oh, well.
Well, I don't know what the fuck that's about. Must not have paid the bill.
I mean, we're on it, so I don't know. We didn't pay the bill, but. Or you.
Locked. I'm confused.
I'm not part of this.
Let's see how much I can do without it cutting out on us.
It's probably going to cut out on us.
I have no doubt. Destinations. Live stream chat. Closed to public, he says. Huh. Audience info.
There's reasons for stuff.
Audience count. Remove studio. Low data mode. Hosts and producers can pause. I see nothing in here that does not.
Did we talk about them selling Fogo at Gordon's?
Yes.
Oh.
I also saw it at, where else did I see it? Lowe's, maybe?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah. About the same price. So I'm seeing it $20 a bag, I think, for the big bag, which I think is like 18 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad price.
No, I didn't think so.
I think that's just over what I was paying for by the pallet. So I've been scooping them up when I see them at GFS. It appears that each store got like 5 or 6 bags.
Yeah, there's still 3 on the
shelf.
shelf.
Yeah, the ones that I got the day they went out, like I went around and when I was at GFS, I just picked them up. They have not been restocked. So I don't know if it was just like a little test thing to see, but.
Gotcha.
No, Nick, we don't know how to work this stuff by now.
No, not at all.
This is all still new. Every day it's new.
It's kind of hope for the best sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
As you're figuring that out, I'll just get into my week.
That sounds good. I'll keep strumming along here, see what I can figure out.
Around.
Yeah.
So this week for us, good old PB&J's barbecue was very eventful, as in private events. We had a lot of private events, a lot of caterings.
Excellent.
Caterings are always good. I love caterings. We started Monday we had to cook for 260 people, and there was over 800 in the staff and welcomed guests. There were 3 food trucks there. They tipped well. That's always good. 18% is always good.
Nice.
Tuesday, we were back in our little food truck Tuesday downtown. And I'm going to preface this, by the way, that we definitely had part-time week. We worked every day, but we had a part-time week. So this was from 11 to 3, food truck Tuesday. It was good times. Wednesday, we had another catering gig and then a U of M catering gig. I'm not a Michigan fan at all. I've made that abundantly clear. However, Daddy Blue does pay well. They also, I swear, one hand doesn't talk to the other. Like their facilities maintenance doesn't talk to like anybody else. We pulled in and there's just, for people who aren't familiar with Ann Arbor, there's just ongoing construction like everywhere, like just absolutely everywhere. and where we were parked was right next to the baseball stadium and Schembeckler Hall and stuff like that, right where the track is. And they decided to repave everything, especially the entrance to the event that we were supposed to go to. So
Okay.
when we were pulling out, we had to make nice with the paving company to move their dump truck and to allow us to leave. The event organizer was like out there just saying, "Hey, these guys got to get out. They can't drive over the track. It'll hurt it. So we gotta get them out."
No.
Oh boy, you just added we don't need two Joshes. For the love of Jesus, we don't need two Joshes. Please take one away. Please, especially one on the delay. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
No,
Am I here still?
you're here.
Oh, all right. Oh, shit.
One Josh isn't. Oh, there we go. Still. Okay. Thank God.
There we go. Phew. Sorry, everybody. See what I try to do for you, Chad? God.
Fucking two Joshes. God.
Everybody needs two Joshes.
When I say it's all Josh all the time, that takes it to a whole new level. Thursday, another drop-off catering gig. For 60 guys, they made sure to order a lot of food for 60 guys. We did 40 pounds of chicken quarters split. We did a pan of full-size pan of pork, full and half pan of mac, 2 full pans of sausage, and like a little half pan of coleslaw. These guys don't like their vegetables. It's just a lot of food. Oh, full pan of beans. Friday. What?
I said, excuse me.
Oh, you're excused. Friday was a very interesting day. As we say in the competition world and also in the food truck world, barbecue and or food trucking is kind of like, as long as you can make nice with everybody. Most people are really nice people, but it's like a
Yeah,
family.
Chad, I'm still working on it. I haven't fixed anything yet. Relax. Man, he's really itching to talk to us.
So my buddy, who I was supposed to go into this with 3 years ago, decided to go out and get his own barbecue trailer, and he has an in with an event organizer. So he bought it so he could make some money back and vend those to concert type thing. So I had like a cruise-in night or just a car cruise-in that night. So I was preparing for that. I didn't cook a whole hell of a lot because they're really hit or miss. Car show people don't buy food. I realize that.
Nope.
It's the pedestrians that walking around that might see you that might buy food. So I get a call from him. Like he goes down. He doesn't even have an STFU. It's a temp. He had to get a temp permit. So he gets down there, a couple hours early to get inspected and get everything set up. And I get a call from him because I'm meeting him with a mount or for his square register thing. And he's like, "Hey, don't worry about rushing down here." Now he's a guy that will, excuse my language, but fuck with you, and just try to get you to believe whatever he wants you to try to believe. So I'm like, "Why do you say that?" He's like, "Oh, they canceled the concert." I'm like, "You're fucking with me, whatever." Then I hear his wife in the background. "No, Bert, they canceled the concert." So 4 hours before they were supposed to go on, the production team and the artist decided, I guess, that the speakers weren't big enough, and they canceled the concert and pulled out, like left. So my buddy had a case of chicken, a case of pork, and a case of brisket cooked. So I made the decision to if they would allow it, to give up my spot at the cruise-in just so he could try to offload food. Like,
right.
Just
that was nice of you.
Try to be nice. Barbie, just hopefully karma will come back in spades,
Right.
So he gets there, he gets all inspected. I'm telling him on a temp permit, don't offer the health inspector any extra words. Just answer yes or no. give simple answers. No long drawn out things.
Nod or
Yeah. So they're asking him questions like they asked him, okay, well, what do you do with leftover food? And his wife is in the background just chirping, saying, "Oh, we'll donate it to the shelter." It's like, no, you can't donate to the shelter. They won't take it. No, we'll throw it away or we'll freeze it and eat it ourselves. Okay, that's the right answer. It's like, so how long did it take you to cook this? A couple hours. Did you cook it on site? Absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you test your sanitization? The way the bottle tells me to. So
whatever the directions. I can never remember. I just read the directions every time I do it.
So he ended up, he posted on Facebook. A lot of his friends and family came down to support him, and he's friends with the fire department. So a lot of the fire department they drove all the trucks down there to support him, and I'm very ecstatic that happened because he, again, lack of better words, popped his vending cherry. But it was cool because they actually took all the fire department trucks down there, and then all the kids were like running around. Oh, fire trucks, yay! And then they couldn't leave. So, and then this weekend was I'm going to call it successful weekend. I'm realizing that I need to get into the grilled cheese business, but I'll tell you why.
No, you don't.
So, Civil War muster. No communication on when we're supposed to be there, how long we're supposed to be there for, when we shut down, how long does it go to, nothing. It's just, here you go, and this is where you park. So I thought I had power, didn't have power, so I had to leave and go fill my generator up, and then come back and park. I can tell you that the generator ran nonstop for like 2 days, which she needs a break. But we did 2,500 the first day and 1,200 1,500 the second day. So 4,000 total. In talking with the grilled cheese truck, they said they did 4,200 on day one. I'm like, fucking serious? Like, shit.
Wow.
It's a lot of grilled cheeses.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so it was a pretty successful weekend. I am tired. I fell asleep at like 7 last night. I was beat both days. And yeah, we have a week this week coming up. That's somewhat, we should go to the doctor back on the 28th to see what PT starts looking like. My leg still throbs every once in a while, but I just gotta, these T-band things that they say are pretty tight. You ever heard of T-band? Oh, they're like ligaments or something in the outside of your thigh.
Oh yeah.
They're a little on the tighter side. But anyway, it's a good fun event. We had the barbecue Sunday out for the day. Was like our number 3 seller the whole weekend, so that was good.
Nice.
We made it differently. We didn't use mashed potatoes. We did we did beans, and then we did mac and cheese, and we did pulled pork on top, and then we topped it with a scoop of coleslaw, so it kind of looked like a whipped cream, and drizzled with sauce. There was another barbecue guy there, of course, because you can't have a food truck event without 2 barbecue people. They were selling what they called their piggy parfait for $2 cheaper, and I'm like, ooh, should I change my price? I'm like, nope, because I saw the size of theirs, and I was definitely giving value to the barbecue Sunday realm. But yeah, we did cheesecake cups. My wife made 2 new flavors. Strawberry crunch, kind of like the strawberry eclair ice cream, and then a pecan caramel brownie one. And yeah, are you miming? For those aren't watching, Josh is looking at various screens just with his mouth moving. Like, maybe.
I am doing my best to make everybody happy.
That's
so I'm going to make 0 people happy instead.
Josh, as long as I'm happy.
See you Wednesday. Okay.
Oh, did we forget an event?
No.
Oh, because
I am. I
made dinner
We're just
plans
gonna
with my
skip over
wife
that
for
part.
Tuesday. No, I made dinner plans for my wife tomorrow, and then I get an update. Oh, I just want to make sure you're coming to our sub tomorrow. Absolutely. Yep, I'm definitely coming to your sub tomorrow.
Been looking forward to it for months.
So I'm actually taking a Friday off this week because I don't have anything booked for the 30th, and I don't know what to do. So
Yeah, skip the 30th.
yeah, because I'm doing a
No one-
campground on the 31st, and then I have a wedding on the 1st. So
You're gonna be dead on the 30th. We're gonna be dead on the 30th. I should just not even go. Friday of a holiday weekend.
is that Wiseman?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
It wouldn't matter where we were. No, it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be dead. Everybody's leaving town.
So
No one's working. Everybody's heading out of town. It's gonna be slow.
So you're gonna cook a pork butt and like half a brisket,
Probably.
half a rack,
brisket.
half a rack of ribs.
Yeah, it's not going to be awesome, but that's okay. That's part of the deal. That's what we signed up for. So
He's gonna open his bag of noodles and pour a quarter of the bag out for half pan.
what? Oh my god! My third monitor just shut off.
The power button.
No, it's
here.
there.
Let me do my best IT help desk impression. Is it plugged in?
Yes. Mother effer. God,
Well, good. Now you can look at all our people that are listening. Oh boy. Oh geez. Well, we've lost Josh. We've lost Josh. Yeah. This is see, when we come back to our normal time, this is what happens.
things. Yeah, gotta make sure things are plugged in properly.
Oh, I can hear you, but it's very faint.
Hello. That's just the wrong microphone. I gotta switch my microphone back.
Oh boy.
But everything's good. Everything is fine.
So would you have done that? Would you have given up your spot to help a friend out?
Absolutely.
Like that's just the right thing to do, isn't it?
It's very nice. Yes.
I like how you say it. It's very nice.
It's very nice.
I just enjoyed it because I knew he'd be freaking out the whole time. I kind of wish he did the concert so he'd be freaking out even more.
Let me switch cameras. I'm gonna have to talk really loud, I guess.
Yeah, because this is just great. Oh, hold on.
Fuck you.
So how was your week? What did you do?
Well, I've managed to screw up a whole lot of things.
Did you really?
Well, currently, yes.
Oh, currently. Well, we'll talk about that next week.
Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna leave, Skippy, but you stay on. It'll be 3 seconds.
Oh,
I can't change my microphone while we're recording. Just a second. Oh, you stop saying fucking oh boy. I'm gonna find a new host. If anybody would like to join me as a co-host on the show, let me know, please.
He pays well.
I pay in accordance for the work done.
Oh, so in other words, since he can't hear me, he wants Caleb to start. This will be the Caleb and Josh show next week. There is, yeah. We are getting closer to opening up the cafe for anybody still listening. We had the flooring guy come in and give us a quote. Oh, hey.
Piece of cake. You were worried.
I wasn't worried at all.
You're, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, I just say that for effect.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, I made sure that
oh boy.
Oh bother. Who says that?
Pooh Bear?
Eeyore. Yes, you got to turn up your microphone though.
Well, give me a second, and I will get all things
Oh.
fixed.
That was almost good. Maybe just talk into it for once. I don't know. I said that if you're looking for a co-host, Caleb I hear is available.
No,
Called
he's too
Caleb
busy
and
working.
Josh. How was your $1 billion in catering this week? Oh,
It was fantastic.
oh,
Thank you for asking.
There
Appreciate
you
it.
go. Wow, we can hear you a lot. It's good. It's nice and clear.
Yeah, I know.
It's freaking-
Of course it was. It was before I screwed everything up.
Stop screwing things up. Anyway, so
Well, one of us has to work on this show.
You don't give me any opportunities to. Be more than happy to work. Sure, that made everybody's speakers go grand. How is the UP, Joshua?
Oh my God, the weather was fucking perfect. It was beautiful, sunny, low 70s, nice brisk mornings. Barely had to run the AC. It was perfect.
Kind of wish you were up there this week, don't you?
A little bit. No, it's pretty. Well, I mean, they were hitting upper 80s this week.
Mm.
So, but still not the 92 we're gonna have here tomorrow, and it's god awful muggy.
Yes.
Started 2 days ago. Yeah, it was pretty bad here, even on Saturday. What day? Today's Monday. Saturday. No, UP was good. Managed it well. There's one GFS in all of the UP, so we had to. On the bright side, it was in the city of one of our events. So we planned ahead because obviously we don't have room in our one fridge on our truck to be able to carry 5 cases of chicken, 3 cases of pork, all the coleslaw, all the everything. So we placed an order with GFS. They allowed us to pick up half at a time and pick up the second half the next day, which was very good of them. Appreciate it.
They're good.
Yeah, that GFS is pretty nice up there. It's pretty well stocked.
Probably
No, it was when we were doing the competitions up there.
Oh, yeah.
They were there. Yeah, I was getting stuff from them then, because we catered that whole week before the contest, so I had to make sure that we could do stuff. Anyways, I asked typically, if I ordered something, how long would it take to get there? Not thinking, I mean, it's the UP. I'm guessing there's no distribution center close. They said they get a truck every day from Grand Rapids.
Oh, okay. That driver.
So apparently the way it works is they swap in Gaylord. So there's 2 drivers.
Oh.
Empty trailer goes down, picks up the full trailer, he drives back. So he's driving to Gaylord and back every day. And there's a driver that drives from Grand Rapids to Gaylord every day. So typically he said you can get everything next day. So that's good to know. If I ever was in a pinch, I guess.
All the next times you're going to go vend up there.
Next year. We'll be back there next year for Etna. 100%. We'll charge them a little bit more than we did this year, but that covered most of our costs. But that was partially my fault and a delay in booking hotels and stuff. So yeah, our trailer was in Brimley. We stayed in the Sioux. So we're about 20 minutes away from the trailer. The hotel room was. So I did not sleep for 2 nights, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that?
I was cooking chicken all night.
Oh.
I had to cook 250 pieces of chicken one day and 200 the next. So with all the pork, there's not a whole lot of space, and chicken takes up a lot of space on a smoker.
What type of chicken were you doing?
Pieces, so legs and thighs.
Oh, okay.
So you can't really stack them until you put them in a pan. So for that first, Chad, you just need to be a little bit patient. I will let you in. Jesus Christ. Are you ready for this, Skippy? Also, Chad, since you're listening, be kind, be courteous. I will kick you out of this MFer. Anyways, so yeah, I was I was on the trailer 1 o'clock both nights, and then up all night from there, getting rotating chicken on and off, and getting mac and cheese ready. And so yeah, a couple long days.
You and Chris couldn't take turns.
I'm just that nice of a guy. One of us needed sleep, and I would not have been able to sleep.
Were you cooking individual pieces, like legs and thighs, or would you cook in quarters and then splitting them?
No, we split them beforehand.
Oh, okay. So you bought quarters and then split them.
Yeah, cheaper that way.
Very much. That's why I was asking. Yeah. Okay.
And I can process a case of chicken quarters in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I normally cook them and cut them afterwards.
Yeah, so I can get through those pretty freaking quick. So for the 3 cases we did the one day, it was 45 minutes while Chris was getting pork butts ready. I was processing chicken. But no, they were expecting 250 at the first one. I would say about 150 showed up. They weren't concerned. Yeah, they did. I said, I'm definitely not taking these back with me. I don't have space. But anyway, so that was, they weren't worried. Apparently the food last year was that bad. I heard shitty ass cold cuts from multiple people was what was offered last year. So the thought is that maybe the really bad food last year deterred some people from going to a free lunch this year. So
I've heard it this year too. Yeah, I understand.
But the second one we did in Marquette had a really good turnout. We were pretty close to their head count. So still left them some food, and everybody's happy. I got asked for business cards.
Yes.
Do you guys cater? Yeah, I don't know.
Absolutely.
She's like, I got like a 30-person party. I was like, I don't think you're going to want that price, but I will give it to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there were some people that I think it was Beaver Island. Like, yeah, we do a 2-day event on Beaver Island where we usually hire a private chef. Would you guys be interested? I'm like,
absolutely.
Sure. But yeah, all in all, a good event. Chris and I played a round of golf. Probably the worst round of golf I've played in 30 years.
Good. How many balls did you lose?
I don't know.
Okay, so more than one. Okay, good.
I stopped counting after hole 2.
Hole 2. Wow.
But I would say I probably found as many as I lost. So.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah. No, it was good. We ate some food and lost some money at the casino. Yeah, we had an okay day. Okay week. Yeah, it was just a long week. So yeah, came back Friday early morning. Chris had a concert Friday night, so I dropped him off at his house, came back, and then had to immediately start working. Had to get my GFS order, and then empty the trailer, reload the trailer with all our normal roadside stuff, excuse me. Because we had a very full day on Saturday. So we had farmers market in the morning for Caledonia, and then a catering drop off, and then Tanglewood Winery in the evening. So yeah, I mean, it was busy. I mean, considering we had just like all our stuff that, normal roads, like nothing carries over, because the last time we were open for roadside was a week ago. So, yeah. I mean, no onions prep, no peppers prep, no coleslaw ready to go, no nacho cheese, like everything. It was like first day of the year.
You didn't have to do anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was first day of the year prep, but in a very shortened time frame that it had to be done. Like I was slicing briskets still after we were open on Saturday morning for the farmer's market.
Yeah. Just
because we were trying to get shit done for what was a very busy day Saturday. Yeah. We did $1,200 for lunch at the farmer's market.
That's good.
And then did 16 that night at the winery.
I haven't had any luck at farmers markets, like just any luck.
Either way. Either have we.
So you would say 1,200 is like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So normal for our personal experience with farmers market, a really good farmers market from like we're there from 9 to 1 or 2 or whatever,
Yeah.
$600
Yeah.
would be a really good farmers market day.
If it really, and that's really good.
Yeah.
If you,
Most
if
of
you
ours
get-
were in the $300 to $400.
Yeah, that's most of mine.
So we felt differently about this one because it was in Caledonia. It was on a Saturday. And we thought it's not too far away from the farm that we set up at in Caledonia. So we thought we might be able to pull some of our farm regulars over, and that was exactly the case. We had at least 5 people order more than 2 pounds of just meat.
Yeah.
And multiple large size. So it was that typical what we normally see at the farm. People are getting meals for a large family type of thing. So we were well prepared. We didn't sell out. And this is the winery that we had that the very quick sellout the last time we were there. So we were full. We were full of food. Yeah, we had plenty of food. And I didn't go to the winery. I did. So Chris and I split the day. Caleb worked all day. I worked the morning. Chris worked the afternoon. So we could both kind of try to get rest. So I wasn't there. So I checked sales we were open at 4. I checked sales at 4:05 and he had already done $180.
Jeez.
I'm like, fuck.
So
oh no.
Have you, yeah, right. Have you ever, have you ever tracked like the most you've ever done in a 1 hour span, like dollar wise, not
No.
number of sales, but dollar wise?
I have a pretty good idea what our best hour was. We're probably in the 14 to 15. I think we were right about 14.
So we were told that this U of M catering gig was from 5 to 7.
Okay.
We get there and they're like, yeah, people are like, be ready by 4:45, but like it's done at 6. We were there for like an hour. I mean, I showed up like an hour early, but so we got hit at 4:45. It did not stop until 5:45. We did $1,252 in an hour.
Nice.
And it was me and my daughter working. My soon to be, well, she was supposed to be my soon to be employee, but she might have found another job. So
damn it.
I told her if she can get benefits from the other job to do it, because
You're not getting them here.
I can give you a roof over your head. That's about it. But it was for her to be on the register just packed, and it was just a packed day.
Yeah, $1,200 is huffing for 2 people. We do them fairly regularly.
But it was always like we have, we both have a very robust, not robust, but creative menu, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different options. We would get, I think the reason why we got so fast was because there'd be like 30 orders of pulled pork and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
30, and then like 5 orders of like a Carolina, like one with slaw on it and mac and cheese. And then another one would be like X and X and mac and cheese. And then back to pulled pork. And it's like, my God, man, peer pressure sucks, doesn't it? But they were all,
yep.
I got a little angry. I almost stepped out into the window and yelled at a couple of college kids because they were, when she's asking for their name, they were being
college kids.
And like, oh, what's the name? Oh, Dixon Cider. I'm like, so I didn't really think about it until after we were done, but I'm like, Emma, you should have said fake name, fake food. But yeah, she was getting flustered with that. And I wanted to say something, but I'm like, let's just let her deal with it. She'll deal with it just fine.
If it was me, I would have rolled with that shit, and I would have taken their fake Dixon Cider name, and I would have added a little when I called out for the food.
Yeah. Gosh,
little Dixon Cider.
Little. Is there a little out here? Oh, you're little. Come on up here. What's your name again, douchebag? Anyway.
So yeah, Saturday was a good day. Sunday, not.
Not.
yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it was hot, man.
It was.
I'm going to say that was a good part of
Did it
low
rain over there?
sales yesterday. No, we didn't have a
Our-
drop of rain yesterday.
So we had a thunderstorm in half our town. And
Cool.
it caused the whole town to be muggy as all shit. And these Civil War people were dressed in wool
Yeah.
clothing.
Whoa. God, gross.
So this is our first time ever doing this event, and to say that I had the shit scared out of me. So they're using like real artillery. I mean, not like, they use a cannon.
right.
And so we're listening. So we hear the cannon go off. And we're like, I look out the window. I'm like, shit, what just blew up? Everybody's thinking their propane tanks are blowing up.
No.
Like it shook the trailer. It was so loud. And then they just go off like every 5 minutes. And
Yeah, it reminds me of our shooting event that we do for Etna. Yeah, that's where they go clay shooting, and there was zero warning. I had my back to everybody, and I was cleaning up the buffet table, and all of a sudden it was a bam, 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 bam. It was
Please
like
not
20
today.
feet from me. Yeah.
Why couldn't Caleb be working?
Yeah.
I have one.
Yeah. So yeah, we were dead yesterday. It was. Pam says cannons. I'd be hitting the floor.
So one of our customers is one of the reenactors, and he was telling me all about it. And he said that when he gets close enough, their hat that's yay tall.
Right.
He's like, when that cannon goes off, it like shrinks his hat, and then poofs back out. I'm like, he's like, you feel it? I'm like, I felt it here. I thought the trailer moved.
Oh man.
But I guess the south one day one, the north one day two.
What kind of revisionist history is that?
No, that's the way they do the battles.
Everybody's a winner.
That's what somebody said. Oh, does the South and North both get participation trophies?
Primony. This world, I tell you.
It was a cool event. They had 2 carny trucks, like the fries and sausage, plus like the deep fried dessert things, funnel cakes, whatever. And then they had 2 barbecue trucks, a Kona Ice, wood-fired pizza, a hoagie truck, and a grilled cheese truck. And
Y'all did okay.
I think we all did good. I mean, I did. We had 2,500 the first day. I was happy with that. I mean, I sold pretty much everything I had.
Yeah, 2,500 is a good day.
Yeah, but I mean, they had stuff going all the way up until 9 o'clock at night. But we just weren't.
Nice.
We just weren't told. So I asked the person who was there last year. She's like, "Oh, by 5 it dies, so we just go home." I'm like, "All right, by 5 it died, and we just went home." Yeah, good times.
I am happy to report though that we have successfully surpassed our last August sales.
Congratulations!
Another up month, at least according to the reports.
I am down 32% for August.
I'm up 18,
Well,
19
good for
almost.
you.
Yeah.
So if we combine that, we are down together.
No.
Make my 32 look better.
Sorry.
Damn.
You take your losses all to yourself.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully we got a pretty good week ahead of us outside of a couple days that are possibly iffy, but the biggest one being Friday. But we have a pretty big event Saturday with a poker run.
I saw that.
Yeah, 2 trucks guaranteed for both of them. So
Good.
they're expecting 400 people. They're paying for the food. So
Absolutely. When
22
do I arrive?
$2,200 I think is what I charged them for anywhere up to 400 people.
For full menu?
Yeah, well, most of it. No derachos,
No ribs.
no ribs, no meat by the pound. Yeah. But yeah, so we're there with Sober Eats, who was a guest. Kevin was a guest on the show. They asked if I knew any other trucks, so I thought of him since he's kind of in the area a lot. So we're both getting a guarantee at 22.
Good.
Yeah, and then they said we could stay as late as we want. He said the bands will be going all night and fireworks after that. And I was like, yeah, okay, we'll be done at 8. Thanks, though.
Appreciate it we're
As soon as
gone.
everybody that's eating on your tab is done, we'll be out of here. So as soon as you guys pay, we're good. Yeah. So yeah, we're looking pretty good for the month.
Good.
Another up month, which is good. We've beaten every month so far, which is good.
That's
like-
fantastic.
I like
That's awesome.
I like seeing that. So, look, September looks to be like it will also be one of those months because we have 6 total Etna events.
Jeez.
4, 5, 6 weddings, I think.
Yes, I
For-
have the most complicated wedding next weekend, or this weekend. Most complicated one I've ever done. I've sent him 3 invoices, all
Are you-
different stuff on it. So now I got to print them all out and figure out what I got to cook.
Why don't you just change the one invoice? Oh, because they've already paid.
it.
So this is why I don't take payments this early.
Fuck, they wanted to keep changing things. I'm like, oh, all right. Like I gotta do the vegetarian Bush's baked beans instead of the normal ones because they can't eat pork. And so we're doing brisket, we're doing chicken legs. They wanted to do potato salad, and then they came and tried our cheesy potatoes. They want to do that instead. So I'm like,
Yeah.
It's a different price, but I'm not going to charge you it. Like, let's just get this done and over with, please.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I think that's my favorite reason for not having people pay a month ahead or whatever. Because we let people know that I said your head count and menu doesn't lock in until a week out. I need it locked in by then, and then we're good to go. So if you want to pay a week out, as long as it's in the right month,
I can see that. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But just so you don't have to do 4,000 invoices like you're doing right now. Justin says his 1-year anniversary is on Thursday. So happy anniversary to you and your
Hey,
truck.
Justin, go fuck yourself.
You get no prize for your anniversary.
No prize. No,
No prize.
He gets a GFY.
So yeah, we have chaos weekend. A chaos 3 days. Thursday the 12th, Friday the 13th, and Saturday the 14th. Which is about, I think, total we're at, what was it? 16,000 for the 3 days.
It's good.
So we have an Etna counter day. He says thank you, by the way. An Etna counter day on Thursday, 2 weddings, and the Etna shooting event on Friday, and 2 weddings on Saturday.
Next week is
So,
probably my chaos week.
Pam, if you are available to help with a wedding or 2, one of them is in Caledonia. So, hi.
Pam, if you're in the Jackson area, no. So we
She
have
said
our.
GFY, by the way. She said.
Oh, she did not. She would not say that at all. So we have our barbecue beets and barley event with Arbor Hospice on next Thursday, the 5th.
Awesome.
And then we have, and for some reason I made an extensive menu and I'm fucking kicking myself in the ass. And then we have our shooting event on Friday the 6th. And then we have a 250 person wedding on Saturday the 7th. So, and then I decided, because I'm an idiot, Thursday the 13th, I have a event in the afternoon from 4 to 8. And I'm going to travel across the state and do a KCBS comp the next day. So I'm going to show up at like 10:30 at night because it's a new event. I want to see if I can win it and get a jack draw.
Pam says she would never say GFY.
I know she wouldn't. I'm not stupid.
But it would be funny.
Pam is an innocent young lady.
All that is true.
Yes. Yeah, we have a busy September, so I'm hoping to get back up as far as sales go in September.
And how's the cafe coming?
The last thing that still needs to be done is the floor. I'm expecting the quote. He came out Friday. I'm expecting the quote Wednesday to figure out how much that is going to run us. And hopefully they said they'd be able to fit us in between other big jobs because because it's a smaller area. Once the floor's done, equipment goes in. Again, October is the hopefully the day or the month, I should say. We'll have a soft opening. I mean, we've done it before, just behind their counter, so
Yeah.
it shouldn't be hard for us. But it's just more of the. I still have to get the big smoker over there.
Cool. This should make you feel good. We've had a massive outbreak in restaurants closing in Grand Rapids in the last week and a half. It has been like every day I'm getting this restaurant closing. And a lot of them downtown Grand Rapids, which doesn't surprise me. It's hard to make it downtown Grand Rapids.
I
Mostly
assume the
because
rent's just going to be
rent,
so high. Like,
it's ridiculous. Like you're like $2,000 a square foot.
yeah, it's just dumb.
So yeah, I mean, if you're not gangbusters from day one open, it's going to be really hard to pay month to rent. So, but yeah, it's downtown Grand Rapids and the whole surrounding area. There's restaurants closing left and right now. Be that as it may, I think we're getting to I think it's good though.
Do you take the monthly rent, divide it by the square footage to figure out how much?
That's usually how they are. That's usually how they have them listed, is by the square foot. So they'll have dollar amount and then the / square foot / and then monthly, yearly, if it's by the month or by the year. So sometimes you get like $30 a square foot, but it's annual price versus the $3 a square foot, which is per month. So you got to.
I'm at $2.19 a square foot
per month.
Yep, per month.
That's not bad.
That's what I figured. It's at least worth it to get everything out of my house, and the only thing that parks at my house is my trailer.
So how much are you paying then a month, if you don't mind?
Yeah, we made an agreement that if I pay for half the floor, he'll drop basically that dollar amount off my rent for the next 2 years. So I pay $905.
It's not bad.
No, I thought it was fair. So it was originally going to be $800, but I had to do the build out, and I said, "How about you do the build out? Because it doesn't make sense for me to do it. Because if I leave, I can't recoup that cost. If you basically just get a perfectly done building, so they're going to put basically." I said, "Let's raise it to 1,000, and you do the build out." And now he's like, and I said, "Well, let's get the floor done and I'll pay for half. And then you can just take my half off the rent for the next 2 years or next year." The only downside is he wants me to sign a 2-year lease. And I don't know about that yet, but I think it'll be worth it.
You should be able to, I would try to get a contingency in there. So if things just aren't working out, like there's got to be if you're not hitting your target or a reasonable target, like you need to be if you're not hitting break even, like there's got to be some sort of, we can back out, because at that point you're not helping them either, No. So,
well, and they were talking. I met with them a couple weeks ago, and they were talking about they normally shut down shop at 2:00 in the afternoon. And so my opening hours were going to be like 11 to 8, either Tuesday through Sunday or Wednesday through Sunday. I'm not sure the time or the days yet, but they were saying, "Well, maybe we can stock somebody so you can utilize the drive-through." And I'm like, "Well, drive-throughs on the opposite side of the building, so I'm not 100% sure on that, but I just really want to get the floor done so I can move forward with it."
Yeah, and I wouldn't utilize their people. That would be another part of my I don't know. I'm just so weird about it. If anybody's going to be working in any fashion for me, I'm responsible for hiring said person.
Yeah, I will. So I think the working hours for employees is going to be like 9 to 3 and 3 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
So bringing people to prep and then stay at least an hour later to close down, make sure everything's cleaned up. I'm horrible. So my helpers that I have on the truck, I've realized mainly because when I hurt my knee, my wife went in and deep cleaned my trailer, and she was astonished on how well, I'll say it, how dirty it was. Like it's not just what you can see, and that's all I ever really think about is what you can see. It's what you can't see. Hey there, fella. So so my
Hold
so
on,
my
Chad.
thing is it's what you can't see, and like when I had the pop fall out of the fridge, there was still pop cans underneath the that
Mhm.
had exploded, and so realizing that opening up a shop and being in their building and knowing how clean freaks they are is hopefully going to push me in a better direction than what I have been.
We really made an effort this year with our cleaning to do better. Not that we were filthy before, but just doing better in the
Diamond Point
details.
just sucks.
Yeah. So doing better in the detail cleaning of the trailer, and it has made a huge difference.
Yeah.
So we definitely notice when something is dirty now versus like it sticks out because the rest of the trailer is so clean. So
Yes.
I'd
So who
almost
do
get
we
off the
have?
floor.
Who do we have as a guest?
It looks like Chad joined us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me tell you, I got a table.
Hey, Chadwick.
Q fellas barbecue.
Quick fellas.
Are you smoking right now?
Not yet. Ribs go on shortly.
I'm seeing smoke.
Oh, that's
just me.
just helping his emphysema.
Is that the ashes of your enemies in front of you?
Yeah.
Your friendly neighbor?
I'm still cleaning one of Skippy's tables to this date.
We won't talk about your stuff.
Well,
Okay.
that's why I missed the little trailers. I could just take everything out and just power wash the inside but yeah, one of Skippy's tables that he had in his old trailer, I'm still getting pork grease off of it.
Skippy, you don't need to hang yourself. It's not that bad. So, Chad, what did you want to talk to us about?
Yeah. What
I
can?
just always want to have an option to call in. That way, when I disagree with something that you guys say, I can
What-
Steve, who do you need to speak up?
Probably Chad.
I'm assuming so too.
What could you? Would you like to speak up over about anything thus far?
This weekend went good.
Well, talk about it. Tell us all about it.
Good.
Where were you?
From one side of the state to the other. So we started, I think, where'd I go Monday? Shelby Township. Newer neighborhood. We did like 700 and some odd bucks. It was cool. It was windy. I don't know if that was an issue, but it was nice. It wasn't 112 in the trailer. It was a balmy 80 something.
Chad, if you could just speak up just a touch.
Use
Our
your
YouTube-
outside,
Now?
use your
Our
outside
YouTube
voice.
listeners are having a hard time hearing you.
Well, I don't
So,
know. It must be.
Scream away.
Use your outside voice, Chad.
Are you using your phone?
No, I'm on the computer.
Okay. Under your sound settings, you should be able to change the gain on your microphone.
One, it's
Oh, okay.
maybe get closer. I don't know.
Yeah, get closer.
Yeah. Just put it right up to your mouth.
Yeah,
Like
so
this.
we did. We went back. We did that one neighborhood. Then we went back to another neighborhood in Novi. I was their first truck of the year, and last month, and I didn't take ribs because some of these neighborhoods I'm going to getting freaking burned. You know, these neighborhoods are we want food trucks to come out, then the neighborhood doesn't come out and buy from the food truck. So I'm like, I'm not taking ribs because, you know, show me that you guys justify me bringing ribs.
Mhm.
You know, you're paying $50 a neighborhood, and then your cost to go cook for it, and then you get down there and you do $100 in sales. I could understand it if it was me knocking on the door to go there, but these guys
Right.
are asking for food trucks to show up. So we went to that apartment complex, and they I didn't take ribs. I just told them that we sold out at lunch. So we went back again this week. We took 10 slabs, and within 22 minutes, they were gone. Then, of course, you get the people that come up at 7:25 when you're leaving at 7:30. Hey, you got any ribs left? Yeah. You should have been here 4 o'clock. Well, you don't open till 4:30. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that neighborhood. Then we went over towards Bubba's neck of the woods, right on Lake St. Clair. And the guy called me the day before or 2 days before. And he said that we've had taco trucks show up and they've run out of food. Basically, every truck has run out of food early. So, okay. So we prepped, and of course, we ran out of ribs within the first 20 minutes. And we took 12 slabs. And did that. Then we did the Hazel Park Art Fair Saturday, Sunday, which is pretty good. It's pretty consistent between last year and this year. I mean, within 10, 15 tickets. So
Good. Chad, how long have you been open?
It feels like forever. This is first year.
So a month?
Huh?
What's that?
First year full time.
Okay.
And that full time borders between part time and full time. We're not out every day, but probably at least 5 days a week.
How many times have you considered selling everything?
At least once a month.
Why are you laughing, Skippy?
I'm not. I'm just.
So, I mean, that's pretty normal. I thought about it too. I mean, especially 19 going into 20 with everything shut down. So I did the responsible thing and just quit my regular job and said, fuck it. But
Yeah, it's, that's what you do.
and then cried at the back of the trailer by the sinks on the days that we had days like our friend Isaac, who had one order after the first hour and a half.
So Chad, so you got into this. You got into this to. What's your biggest, not regret? What's your biggest takeaway so far from when you started till now about the food truck industry and the food truck business?
My biggest takeaway?
Yeah. What have you learned about the food truck business?
More than I ever cared to.
Solid answer.
No, I mean,
It's kind of weird, but okay.
it's consistently inconsistent. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I believe what I was trying to get at is it's not a. I think we talked about it. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's you have to really.
According to you two, it is.
I never said that. I told you that on the phone a number of times.
I know. I never said that either. It's a hustler's game. You have to hustle, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, Isaac's been messaging us for the last 6 months about opening up his. He's got a shit ton more money into it than I think me and Josh do combined. And he just had his first event and had like 8 sales over 3 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm still not rich. I never plan on being rich off this thing. Making a living is my only goal. And I didn't pay myself for 2 years. Essentially.
I still don't pay myself. Well, I can't say that.
Yes,
I don't.
you do.
I don't pay myself directly. Indirectly, I do.
I'm talking about I didn't take anything for a year and a half. Everything I had that we had for sales went back into the business. Every single penny.
Gotcha.
So
yeah,
I lived off savings for a year. So yeah, everything went back in to pay the bills on the trailer. But I was also mid-pandemic and didn't have. I mean, we were looking at $6 a pound for brisket. You know, trying to make that work is fun math. when you're brand new and begging for locations, people not being out and about. I mean, everybody talked about how, you know, I drove to work today and I was the only person on the road at 8:30 in the morning. Yeah. Try running a food truck when there's no one driving by, you know? So yeah, I mean, Chad, you talk about how I'm in a bigger metro area, so it's easier. I dealt with that, you know?
Well, I
and
mean,
good. Go ahead.
it is. I mean, the whole county, for my whole county, is maybe 60,000
That's a lot of people.
for a whole county.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
All you need is 60 a day.
So you think about
You need,
Chad,
you
think
need
about it
a
like
half
this.
a half a percent of those people to come to your truck every day.
Think about it like this. So yes, Josh lives in a major metro, or lives near and can possibly service a major metropolitan area that has a shit ton of people. But there's also a shit ton of food trucks that are all vying for the same amount of people.
And restaurants.
Yeah, in Jackson, where I'm at, it's a smaller metropolitan area. Like we probably have, I think, 40,000 for the city, or I think we have 40 to 60,000 for the county too. But it's more of, we also have 30 food trucks in our area, and with 6 of them being barbecue. So it's about hustle. It's about, you know.
Oh, I mean,
Just-
I've
just
figured it out. The
find it.
matrix is, I know you guys say you don't want to drive any more than an hour. So I have to start my looking 15 minutes away. So I'm guaranteed doing a minimum of an hour and 15.
I mean, yeah, as long as the money's there. I mean, if that's how far you have to drive to have a good day, then
Yeah.
you build it into your prices and it's part of your operating expenses. I mean, we'll drive more than an hour, but we typically don't need to. You know, we drive an hour and a half once a month each way. Outside of our catering stuff, yeah, most of our stuff is 25 to 35 minutes from my house. But I mean, there's times where our lunch and dinner are on opposite sides of town by far. And Caleb drove 50 minutes from one location to the next on Saturday. So, no, it was from our morning location to the catering and then to dinner location. He was over an hour and 15. So, I mean, yeah,
It sucks to have to drive to find something. Like
It does.
It absolutely sucks.
yes, there's more people, but there's also more competition. And there is so much barbecue right now in this freaking area.
It's like, build a barbecue truck because everybody says it's easy.
Well, that, and then these little brick and mortars that are everywhere. Because everybody sees ticket sales and they don't think about everything else that goes in with it. Where the snow cone guy is making money hand over fist because all he has for overhead is cups, water, and syrup, you know, and a tiny little trailer. And then charging $6 for a snow cone.
Yeah, screw the grilled cheese business. I want to be in that business.
I know.
I want to be in that business.
Yeah, if you want to make money, Chad, open a snow cone machine or a snow cone truck.
I don't like kids.
That's just what the court tells you.
You don't like customers either, so I don't know.
Yes,
Oh.
get in there, order your shit, and get the hell out.
That's what people like to hear.
There's that TikTok clip that's going around. I can't remember what movie. And it's this old lady. She's the 2 deputies walk into her restaurant, and she's like, "What don't you want? You either want the corn or the corn on the cob or the green beans." She's like, 1984, we had some yippee come in here wanting trout. She's like, "We don't serve no damn trout." What I'm really loving right now is the parents who don't pay attention to their kids, or apparently my serving shelf that's on the outside of the trailer is a jungle gym.
That's when you have to tell them, hey, it's not a fucking jungle gym.
Well, no, I'm just gonna make a sign put up on there. Parents, if your kids rip my shelf off, I charge $1,500 an hour in labor, and plus $4,000 a day for being down. Control your kids.
Honest question: if they're not paying attention to their kids, do you think they're going to pay attention to your sign? That sign wasn't there. It wasn't there at all.
I'm gonna tape it right to the square reader.
Exactly.
I did find out though yesterday that I can take a payment on Square through my phone.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I had closed up and I was getting ready to. We were getting ready to leave, and someone come up and they're like, "Do you still have any brisket?" I'm like,
Absolutely.
I said, "Yes." I said, "But I've turned the power off." And then I was like, "Oh shit, I can do this off my phone."
Yeah, it's we've had to do that a couple times when we have not paid attention to the generator and it's run out of gas, or when we were having all those CO2 alarm issues. Being able to pull off my phone was pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me yesterday. That's when I know when,
All right,
to
that's
leave.
it for me. I gotta go.
All right, well, nice talking to you. Bye. Oh, thank God, that's over.
I didn't say it.
Just kidding, Chad. It was nice talking to you. We did not get to any of the things you want to talk about. And you can always just text us. I will read your comments. I swear to God, I will. Especially if you put them on YouTube where everybody else can see them. Chad likes to call us and talk to us and ask questions. And
He says
always-
selling the truck is once a month. More like once a week.
yeah, he gave me the last call I had from him. He was, I think, as close as he has ever been to it.
Yeah, it's been
Bubba says,
a wild ride.
WTF was that? I don't know. But it was his easiest way to make the never mind.
Bubba, we gave him your number, so he'll call you next. So the one thing, and I hope Chad's listened to this, because I'll say the one thing that hurts him the most is that he's so worried about competition, and he'll cook to competition. Like as far as if there's a food truck event with another barbecue, he'll go less. And okay, which is fair. If you want to, you go less. But you're out there to make your own money. Like the barbecue could be the shittiest barbecue you ever had. And I have seen people drop other people's food in the garbage and come over and spend money at my truck. And you're going to have it. Hopefully they never do it to me, or I'm just not looking at it right, but whatever. I think that selling to competition, or making enough food for competition, is just it's copping out. And when I say make as much as you feel good selling out with, that's what it is. If you only want to make 2 pork butts and a brisket and a full pan of mac and cheese, and you're okay selling out and making $700, do it. That's up to you. Competition is the biggest thing. Or not the competition, but communication's the biggest thing when it comes to, like, you didn't take ribs that one day. Make sure you communicate with your organizers. Hey, I know ribs are on my menu. Unfortunately, we don't have them. But we have a lot of other stuff. Send the menu out.
Yeah.
I get why you didn't do it, but communication is key in this game.
And so is hospitality. You are still in the hospitality industry.
Oh, yes.
People will pick up on all that stuff and make them not want to go to your truck.
Yes, they will pick up on every little bit of negativity that is surrounding everything.
Yeah. Put on a happy face, man. Smile. Be friendly. Be cordial. Tone is everything. you'll kind of figure out how you can joke with your customers about that kind of stuff. But yeah, snarky, and if that's the vibe you want your trailer to be, then that's it, and that's fine. But be expected to rub some people the wrong way. But yeah, yeah. So I know part of what he was asking, the whole get rich quick thing. I think those that have been listening to us for a long time have known that that's never been the case with us.
No, this is definitely not
a get rich ever.
God. I mean, the reason I don't look at this cafe thing get me rich. I really don't. I look at it as a stepping stone to maybe number 2 or something else, or an increase in other business that we can possibly do, like more catering, more pickups, whatever it may be. But I'm not looking at this as a way to get rich. Most people in the restaurant business don't get rich until they sell it.
That's only if it was a good place.
Yeah, and even then it's not rich. So anyway.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and the other part was, you guys talk about all these big sales numbers and stuff. He says, what you guys never talk about what is actually making it all the way down to your pocket. If I can hit 24%, I'll be happy. 20%, I'll be happy. So 20 cents out of every dollar, if I can get that to my pocket, we're good. It's a good day, or to the business is a good day. So, and that's on average. There's plenty of days where that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I mean, we do 2 Aetna events in a week for 10 grand, and those are higher percentage days. So it all averages out. We still all have our shitty days. I mean, we did $800 yesterday in 7 hours. Yay. Paying 2 staff people to be there for the whole day.
Yeah. That's the thing with you, is you have staff too.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit different. I don't have that staff,
Yep. So yeah, I mean,
bad when my girls don't get, like, I think one girl walked away with $200 with between tips and whatever for an 8-hour day, pretty much an 8-hour day. My daughter yesterday, tips sucked. I mean, we had, between cash and credit, we had like $60 in tips for the whole day, and it's just that type of thing is like, I feel bad because they worked hard, but at the end of the day.
Sorry, I got to send this out real quick.
It's okay. It's all Josh all the time. Do you have any like fairs or festivals coming up that you're doing?
No, we're pretty light right now with that kind of stuff. We have another Kentwood Food Truck Festival next month, I think. A single day. It's not going to be a massive day for us, likely. Those are usually hanging around about 25 to 3 for the day, for a long day. It's like 10 hours, I think, is what we're open for. And then, we have a couple of Fall Fest things, but as far as that goes, it makes, we're
Are you getting some comments that we're not,
towards
that
the end.
You're not sharing?
How to make $1 million in the food truck business? Start with 2 million.
Exactly. Yep. How to make $1,000 in the business? You know what this one this weekend at that Civil War muster was? I thought it was going to be very, very heavy credit card. It was very heavy cash. Like I had to beg for change from the other vendors because I didn't bring enough, and I had 150 in the till and 150 in the bank, and we went through 1s and 5s like it was nothing. So I was very surprised it was heavy cash.
Yeah, for most of our big food truck things, we figure it's going to be heavier cash. We definitely see an uptick in cash at those types of things. I think people are still predisposed to thinking food trucks only take cash, and there's a lot of trucks that still only take cash. I think people just plan on paying with cash. So
We did. Oh, all right. So year over year, by the way, I'm down 5%, 4.6% year over year.
we are at a ho hum 8.5, I think.
Higher?
Up 8.5. Sorry.
Still growth.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Still growth, bud.
Yeah, we want to get that up to double digits, though. I think we will with our September that we have kind of lined up. October's evenings have me a little concerned still, but we'll get there. We'll get those filled.
Yeah.
We left them open and hoping that we'd get some stuff, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's a good year regardless. We are looking at a couple opportunities, either via partnership or speaking of restaurants closing, a couple of buildings we might have our eye on, or opportunities we might have our eye on there. So then again, it's not anything that necessarily a storefront or to get rich, but it's just so we can expand what we have.
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad, who is a minority shareholder, that right now we're stuck. Like we can't go to a second trailer. We can't do anything without a building.
I hear Dad wants to come out of retirement.
He has not officially retired yet. He still has another 4 weeks.
Hold on, they threw him a retirement party without him actually being retired?
It was kind of no. So we threw him a party.
Correct.
It was also a 50-year in the industry party. Was technically what it was.
Gotcha.
His big retirement party is in September at the Bob. So
are you participating in that?
I have been asked to speak.
Yes, I want to hear it.
The only one of his children that was asked to speak.
Well, he knows.
So yeah, lucky. No, it wasn't him that asked. It was
all those 922 shots.
Yeah, that's what I should do, a 922 shot.
You should absolutely. You need to go through. Just speaking of those, so anybody doesn't know, 922 shot. Josh, what in the competition barbecue world was second to none in creating the speech, and to the point where everybody was there. Everybody was on pins and needles to figure out how the hell he would rhyme bender. Tender's a great word, though.
It is tender. Tender and better is easy. Yeah.
But so he would do this, and there's videos, and I wish you want to go viral on your TikTok page. Go find videos, and
I have most of those saved still.
Yes.
So the speech, the toast at least.
You have the toast, but do you have the videos of you doing it?
Yeah, they pop up in my Facebook memories.
Yeah.
I never took the video, so it was always the only time I would ever see them is somebody else. Yeah.
So 922 is the point in barbecue competitions where you really don't have anything going on. So somebody hosts the quote unquote lucky shot, and it's always Jack Daniels, except that one time in Birch Run where Mike Terry decided to do
Devil's Cut.
Was it Devil's Cut? Devil's Cut, yeah. No. And we're all
yeah.
I already have
appreciate somebody supplying the booze.
Yes,
but yeah,
definitely.
It's Jack Daniels every time. Yeah, when I was in Florida, when we did it in Florida, I actually didn't bring the supplies to, like, I didn't bring it. Because usually it's a half gallon is what we go through.
Yeah.
A full handle. And I didn't bring one to Florida with us because we're so far out of our area that we knew there was a couple of Michigan guys. So we were going to host one, but it was going to be whatever we had. And I think we still had 40 people. And we had 3 different kinds of alcohol because everybody does something different from the region.
Yeah.
So I have a picture of that table, and there was 4 different bottles with cups in front of them.
Don't tell me you don't miss it. Don't tell me you don't miss it.
922s, yeah. I could do one right now.
Okay. You want to call each other every morning? 922.
I didn't say I didn't miss it. I just said I don't want to do it anymore. It's not as fun for me anymore. I miss the way it used to be.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to stay up all night playing cards, and that was fun though. You know,
Did you ever
15
partake in the Superstore comp?
Yeah.
Or were you okay? I didn't
We
know if
did.
you were out before
I
that.
think we did 2 of them.
Yes, you did. I remember that. Yeah,
I know it was at least 1. I think it was 2. Yeah. Got our asses kicked.
that was the best comp ever.
Yeah.
Well, second best comp ever.
Gentleman Jack was my preference too, Bubba. We did have, I don't remember what contest we were at, but Mark had a Frank Sinatra bottle that we used. It might have been the Royal. It might not have been intended for that purpose.
Probably wasn't.
But
No, because when you have so many people show up and you don't have enough, it's like you got to
Yeah.
go find some. Like,
Yeah.
especially the Royal, you got to track down the people who partied the night before.
we didn't have a huge group that time. It was a pretty decent group, but yeah, I think everybody was still hungover when we did the first one.
So Josh does a speech, and he ends the speech with "May you always cook with joy and never with rage, and may one of us here be the less son of a bitch."
Son of a bitch on stage. Yep.
And then,
Yeah,
and then within
barbecue-
like 3 seconds after you finishing, you hear Rasmussen going "woo," because you're already down to shot that fast.
Well, not all of us sip it like you, Skippy.
I don't. I'm not a bourbon guy, so
Yeah, yeah, contests were fun. But
they were.
it's not worth it for me anymore.
No, I know. I get it.
So
I can see why. I understand.
unfortunately, yeah. I mean, it's if it was still just a go hang out and have fun and get hammered all night, but everybody's in their trailers.
Well, it's less. Yeah, we talked about it the last.
It's so less social than it used to be.
It is. You have to show, like Westland. You have to show up on a Thursday night to be social.
Yeah, and I don't have that kind of time.
Neither do I.
So it's if I'm not getting that part out of it, then it's not worth it for me just to lose money there. Because let's face it, I don't have time to practice.
Yeah.
And it's not the same cooking. It's not the same.
No.
And on my current smoker, I've only done 2 contests on it.
You did
the
one
first year as soon as I got it.
So it was one mounted or not? Or were they both not mounted?
They were both not mounted. Oh, so I guess I've probably done probably 4 then.
Because you did
Total.
the UP and it was mounted.
The UP was mounted, and then I did Warsaw the year after that, or maybe that same year, and it was mounted out of the trailer.
But the first 2,
the first 2 I did. Yeah, I'd just gotten the weekend before I got the smoker, and then went and did Liberty.
Oh, wow.
Or Lincoln. It was Lincoln's smoking which I absolutely love that contest. I really, really wanted a watermelon.
Oh, the
so
watermelon
bad.
trophy. Oh, so bad.
That was my second contest because I did do Warsaw with it. So whichever one was first, and I took first in ribs. I knocked chicken out of the park. I knocked ribs out of the park of 1 ribs, and I almost broke Mark's hand when I gave him a high five because I thought I had that contest. And that was the bus's first GC was that contest. They took first in the other 3 categories, I think.
I know they don't listen, but congratulations to Brendan and Caitlin for getting married finally.
So yeah, after those first 2 contests, I had it dialed in, but that was the last time I really felt comfortable cooking a contest.
So
the UP was okay, but that was also, right in that same year. Yeah.
We'll end with this. Our friends Brendan and Caitlin, their wedding. Last year they were talking about who they were having cater their wedding, and because they're big barbecue people, they were having a barbecue person cater their wedding, and it was in Wisconsin. The wedding is in Wisconsin. They were having Sweet Baby Ray's do a plated service for them.
All right.
And it was going to cost them 5 figures. I told him I'll do it for 7. I'll drive up there. But once he said plated, I'm like, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, I'm out. Don't.
5 figures.
It was, but it was that Chef Deuce fella from Sweet Baby Ray's that you see on TikTok or whatever. But yeah, and I think they ended up going. I don't know if they ended up going with him. They said their wedding tasting was probably the worst experience they ever had. And I don't know if it was with him or a different restaurant, but
Could it have been the Sweet Baby Ray's?
I don't. He's got his. The funny thing though is he has he has their own sauces too that aren't Sweet Baby Ray's.
No,
Like he has a competition sauce. He's got Deuce's Wild or something is what it's called,
Hmm.
or something of that nature. Anyway, so yeah, we can end with that.
All right.
5 figures for wedding.
Let's get out of this thing. I got to get to work.
Oh, that was for 150 people too.
I got a flat tire on the trailer. I got to get off and to the tire place.
Jesus H.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
All right.
All right. Everybody have a good week. Skippy, you have a good week.
You as well.
Let's
Please
rock out
follow
this
us everywhere.
this last week of August. We should be back next Monday at our normal 9 a.m. time. Glad to see that everybody found us today.
Remembered
And
us.
Yep.
Y'all love us.
everybody have a good week. Good luck selling. Make those millions, everybody.
Get
Peace out.
after it, Chad.
Deuces.